It's funny, Juanson, because as you typed that out, I was actually thinking of saying the exact same thing. Oh my God. Happy April Fools to everybody out there. Thank you, Smile Sweetie. I hope everybody had a lovely day. I hope you got caught in some type of April Fools in some kind of shape, form, or way, because they're always kind of funny. And, well, let's start this off. Yes, thank you for the caramel cappuccino, my love. So just one tiny little second. I think I'm going to start off over here with you, my beautiful Smile. How have you been, my love? I have not had time to read what you sent, but I know that you said you've had a lot of stuff that have been going on. So I hope that the things that are going on are good things. When there's a lot of things going on, but they're not all that good, it's all right. But when there are good things, it's all good. It's okay. So let's go see. I suppose I shall know as soon as I look at your questions. So just one moment. We're going to go in and peek at this. And voila. All right, I got you. Okay. After our beautiful Smile, we're going to be with Mimi. All right. So Mimi is going to be on up next. All right. So I'm going to go and read, and I'll be right with you. Okay. You've been going through a lot, but hopefully the lot is okay. Some good and some bad, but it's all good though. Okay. Well, that's okay. I think we're all a little bit like that. I'll say it's about the ups and the downs of life. It's okay. We can all have good, right? So let me go and see what is happening for you, sweetie. Okay. All right, let's go see. Let's go and see that. So we're going to start off with a question number 1. And we're going to move on through. Okay. All right. First question. First question is in regards to the employment. All right. Unclear. Are you going to get a good news regarding the case against, this month? I actually kind of feel like it's not necessarily going to go the way that you would like it to. Yeah. There will be some developments, but I feel like some things are taking a little bit longer than what they should. And I feel as though you're not necessarily going to get exactly what it is that you want. So you're not getting the breakthrough that you would like to have. I don't necessarily see any positive developments. I see that things are kind of moving on forward. But for some reason, I feel like there's missing something. There's missing either some type of information or some type of decision from somebody. It's like if not all the information has been gathered and all the responses kind of recorded on in order to give the final response. And I feel like there's delays upon that. So maybe the former employer is kind of wondering a little bit what kind of way to take, how to go upon this. Whatever it is, they're going to try to lowball what it is. I'm seeing over here patience is going to be key. There is going to be some slow, but there's going to be some steady movement in your favor. I feel like the final outcome is going to require you to wait a little bit longer for full resolution though, but it does seem to be somewhat onto the right path. So I'm going to say probably somewhere from here till mid-May, somewhere around the 14th or the 15th of May, you should be receiving some response from that. I and like I said, I feel like it's going to be basically good, but maybe not exactly everything that you would like it to be. Does that make any sense to you? It does. Okay. It makes a lot of sense. Okay, perfect. Perfect. I like it when it makes a lot of sense. And you say you moved. Okay, far away from... Okay, I got you. So you actually moved away from Octavius? Well, that's interesting. And you can kind of see that from the emails that you've been exchanging already. All right, okay. Now, why did you move further, my love? I would have thought that you would have moved, like, closer, not further. But let me go see. I think your second question is in regards to that. No, your second question is in regards to your mom. Okay. What is happening with that? Are they extremely envious or jealous of you? What is happening with that? I'm getting the Fool over here. I'm also getting the Four of Swords, followed out by some Devil. Not surprised to have the Devil, but it's a little bit into the reverse, followed by the Five of Wands. What I'm going to say is, I feel like the energy that is surrounding your relationship with your mom and your sisters is kind of complex. I feel like it's been complex for quite amount of time, but I feel like it's continuing to be complex neither. It's not necessarily getting better. I feel like there could be some underlying tension, but the underlying tension seems to be based on jealousy more than being envious. There's some feelings, a little bit of competition, some feelings of comparison. I feel like sometimes there could be some misunderstandings or maybe even just some unspoken issues that are a little bit like beneath all of this, if you will. So I'm going to say there's no doubt about it. There's definitely some jealousy, envious, maybe a little bit, but nothing much more than that, my love. It is mostly jealousy over here. There's misunderstandings, and there's a lot of tension that is all kind of hidden beneath it. I don't really see that that is going to be released, though. I don't necessarily see that that's going to be, you know, coming on through and everything is going to be honka-dory. I feel like it's going to continue to be complex into the way that it is. Unless you truly want to sit on down and you want to talk about the whole situation, I still continue to see like battles. Well, battles, not that you're into a great battle, but I still see challenges. I still see a lot of difficulties between you and them altogether. Now, what's going to be happening between you and O into the next few months? What is happening? So what will happen between you and O into the next few months? Queen of Cups. You're still thinking about this person, but it's almost like if you're thinking about them a little bit less. A little bit less. Why? Because this person's not necessarily giving you what it is that you want. So I'm going to say for the moment, if you've received stagnation from this person, that's a little bit what you're going to continue to get. I don't necessarily feel like there's a deeper understanding. Arrêtez de crier, s'il vous plaît, merci. Quoi? Arrêtez de crier, s'il vous plaît, merci. Mais là, une place, hold on, my love. Mais là, une place qui ne sera pas mélangée avec celui à Raphaël qui est sur le petit truc où il y a la lumière, ok? Merci, chouette. L'autre canette qui est là est déjà vide. Ok. À tantôt. Sorry. So yeah. Je t'aime aussi. I feel as though there is, I don't feel like there's that. There's still some wants and there's still some desires, but there's not the connection. I feel like there's a lot of uncertainty. I feel like there's a lot of hesitation, and I feel like there's a lack of communication. So since we have the uncertainty, we have the hesitation, and we have the lack of communication, it's like if everything is a little bit kind of taking its own pause, if you will. So I'm going to say I do not necessarily see this going towards something that is more stable and something that is more meaningful. I actually see you a little bit pulling away from it. I don't see him pulling away from the energy, but I don't see him doing anything about the energy. I see you slowly, not right away, but around the summertime, I slowly see you kind of moving away, looking at different type of options, different people that could be around you. Well, I'm going to say that's pretty much what it is. Hi, Marquisha. Nice to see you, sweetie. Love the accent. The French, I suppose. How are you doing, my beautiful queen? It is nice to see you, my love. Hello, love shine. Nice to see you, sweetie pies. Smile, you say you kind of came into your senses and decided to, that's it, right? You know your worth and you know that you're not willing to have any toxic relationship with anybody. And one thing you dislike about people is that, the toxicity, right? And the inability to actually be able to communicate. That's it, that's it. Teach you one day. Ah, oh, ça me ferait plaisir, my belle Marquisha. Yes, absolutely, my love. Absolutely, sweetie. I think the guy at the liquor store is spying on me for like, well, now I know he's spying on me. But like the last year, we have different liquor stores. I go and get a bottle of wine every once in a while and stuff. And I often try not to go always to the same one that is close to my place, because there's this guy who works there. And he's always like Googling me. He's always like kind of watching me and stuff. And he always tries to get somewhat close to me and ask me questions and ask how I'm doing and stuff. And it kind of bugs me. And so anyways, today I stopped by there. Hadn't stopped by in a little while. I stopped by and it was him. And I hung up the phone before actually arriving at the cash where he was at. And he starts telling me, you speak English too? I'm like, yeah, I speak Italian too. Would you like me to teach you? I ended up running away from that because he started to mumble jumble some Italian that was not Italian. I don't know. He's a sweet guy, just not my style. I just feel uncomfortable around him. Now I know he's listening to my conversations because I definitely hung up the phone a long time before arriving to the cash. No. My dear Smile, sweetie, I am sending you much love, sweetie pie. Continue doing what it is that you've got, my love. Continue moving on forward. Do your thing. The agreement, whatever is happening financially speaking, will end up coming towards you. Whatever is happening onto the other side, O is O. Unless O actually wants to open on up and do something and communicate with you, then, yeah, you've got different options, sweetie. You're a beautiful queen. You've got this. Yeah, I'm sending you much love, sweetie. He wasn't attractive, Marky. No, he's not my style. He's not my style, sweetie. No. No. Otherwise, I've been running away from that man for like the last year. I would have, chit-chatted with him a little bit further on, but I always try to run around. I always try to keep my phone somewhere close to me so I'm really busy so he doesn't talk to me. What's my style? Oh my God, that is a very good question. I have different styles. I do, Marquisha. I do. I have a few men into my life, two in particular, but they're two completely different. Yes. I do have to say I do like tattoos. I am into tattoos. Other than that, I kind of like tall. I like kind of muscular or very muscular, whichever one kind of goes around with it. I don't care the color eyes. I do prefer darker colored like hair and everything as such. I'm not much for blondies or redheads. Nothing against them, just not my style. Yeah, so, I like men who are able to do things with their hands, and, well, I'm not able to, so... Anyway, so that's a bit it. That's a bit it. Yeah. I've got other criterias, but I'm not going to get into them. I know. None of my exes actually have any tattoos. None of them. And now one of my men has tattoos. The other does not, but one of them does. But they're both muscular and they're both a little bit taller than I am. And, one is just normal, financially speaking, all a hunk of dory. The other one's got way too much. Things are good. There are different styles. One is super kinky, the other one is normal. So there you go. And that's why I need two. I need the mix between the normal and the kinky. And now I'm going to get back to the readings. No more questions directed to me, Markeisha. I get myself in trouble. So here we go. You see, that's it, Markeisha. You're as tall as I am. I'm 5'8", like 5'8.5". I look for 5'9" and up. Like, you don't have to be 6'3", but at least, you know, that's it. That's it. And everything else has to go along with the height. You know what I mean? Yeah. Kind of goes like with that song. There's a song about it, and I agree with it. I'm sorry. I agree with the song that I hope you guys are knowing which one I'm talking about. There's truth to it. So, let me go and see what I've got. I'm going to go and see Mimi after. Nothing wrong with 5'7", my dear Sean. Nothing wrong with it, sweetie pie. These are all a question of what we like and what we desire. And that's it. And we all have different heights. We all have different specs. And everybody's good in every shape or form. Small, short, bigger, smaller, skinnier, muscular, no tattoos, pierced, no pierced, colored, no colored. I don't care. It's all good. Everybody's good for someone. The question is, what do you like? All right, so hold on. I'm going to be with Mimi a little bit later. I'm going to actually go and see over here our beautiful Markeisha, so I don't have you hanging around, sweetie pie. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to go and see Markeisha, then I'm going to go and see Love Shine. I am going to go and read what everything Love Shine is writing about, because otherwise I'm going to end up losing it. Markeisha, I'll be with you in just 1 second, sweetie. Good for you, Smile. Don't take no immature people. Nobody wants that. Love Shine, Love Shine, Love Shine. What is this? Oh, Smile, I missed all that information. So you took the money that you were going to help and you just booked your flight. Good for you, sweetie. And accepted a career offer. Good for you, my love. Okay, hold on. I shall go see, my dear. Thank you, love. I'm on my way. I'm sorry. I was stuck into the specs. Okay, hold on. I got caught up once, and I got caught up in questions. It's not my, I would say it's not my fault, but it entirely is my fault. Let me just go and refresh over here. Juanson has an excellent point. Let's refresh our list. Make sure that everybody is onto it so everybody knows where they are at. So Markeisha is definitely on up next, and I'm going to be with Love Shine. I do also have our beautiful Sag Moon. So thank you, my beautiful Sag Moon. And thank you, my dear Juanson, sweetie pie. Sag Moon, I also do have your questions. So actually, Sag Moon, you donated before our beautiful Love Shine. So you're going to be up in about 5 minutes. All right. So Markeisha, you're next. Then Sag Moon and then Love Shine. But I do want to go and see what Love Shine is writing about because I'll lose it. So Sag Moon, you're going to be up in about 5 minutes, and Love Shine about 8 minutes or so, my love. Let's go and see. Thank you, everybody, for your patience. Love Shine, you got to hang out with M today. Some alone time and then some lunch after that, and you were driving and something caught your eye, and you turned around and looked at it, and it was, oh, look at that. Oh, B was waving at you guys. Ain't she funny? You went for a facial. Okay, that is good. That's good. Taking care of you. And then you got a massage. Oh my God. And then you had like the most fantastic day. Oh, you had a lovely day. You had a lovely day. Yes. Oh, Diane, Matthew is 6'5", eh? Ooh, yeah. You're going to have to go onto a little footstool, sweetie pie, to get kisses. My brother once had a girlfriend who was much, much smaller than he was. And I remember I was in high school and our house was onto the corner of a street. And yeah, I would often see him over there at the end of school before he would go into the house, him and his girlfriend, and she would be up onto the sidewalk because she needed that leverage. And he was tall. He had to bend over, but was still onto the asphalt. But it's cute. It's cute. You're going to need high heels, right? Yes. I try to be careful for that. I'm sure Markeisha does too. Us tall ladies, we have to be careful for high heels. You got to be with a tall man. Otherwise, there's something weird about it. Okay, so Markeisha, I'm with you, sweetie. Is there a love match for you? And if so, what would he be like? I know, we have to, right, Markeisha? I was with somebody for like 20 years who was 5'7". I'm 5'8.5". I was on flats. I was on Mary Jane's. Seriously. I started to take out my heels last year. I'm back onto them. I have to learn on to walk onto them again. All right, so let's go see. Is there a match for you? Samantha is 6'8". She needs to go play basketball. Ooh la la. All right, Markeisha. Alrighty. That is a tall lady and a tall man, I have to say. All right. Markeisha, here we go. Sag, Moon, and Love Shine are going to be on up next, followed up by Mimi. So, well, let's go see. Is love coming on in? How are your sweet baby angels doing, my beautiful Markeisha? I hope they're doing good, my love. So is there a love match for you? And if so, what would he look like? And what sign will Spirit give you about him and love messages? I've got you. All right. Now, I'm going to tell you what I'm seeing, but you do need to know that sometimes the energy changes quickly. Sometimes we have to make that movement for the movement to come towards us. All right, it does goes both ways. So keep your energy completely open along the way. And when I mean open about anything, you go out to a cafe or somebody says, hey, I got somebody that you could meet, or you go to the gym and you think this person's really good. Look, keep everything open is what I'm saying. You know what I'm talking about. So I actually do feel like the energy surrounding your love life does show that there is somebody who is indeed going to be coming into your life. I actually feel like they're going to be having some interesting qualities that are going to be able to balance and to actually kind of complement your own. I feel like this person is going to be confident. I feel like they are going to be, get this right, emotionally intelligent. Oh my God. You got to love that one. But I also feel like they're going to be grounded. I know, we sound like the perfect man right now, ain't he? I feel like I feel like this person has a very strong sense of who they are, what they need. I feel like they're going to be able, this person's going to be able to provide to you the emotional security and the support that you need and that you desire, which I feel is very, very important also. And I feel like it's something that's lacking a lot into the relationships nowadays. So I feel like he's going to be somewhat very communicative. I feel like he's going to be compassionate. I even feel like he's going to be a little bit like of a bad boy, a little bit adventurous. Yeah. I feel like the connection with this person is going to be natural. It's going to be nurturing. I actually feel like this person is somebody that you have known into a past life. So will there be a good balance? I will say yes between the both of you. Is this partnership going to bring growth and mutual support? I will also say yes. You're probably wondering now that this person has tats. I will say yes. They don't have all that money though. I feel like they've got one onto their chest, so onto the pecs, onto the side of the heart, so onto the right side. They've got something going on over there, but I'm not too quite sure what it is. It's not a small tat, it's a fairly big size one. Not all that colorful though, more into the darker kind of side of the colors, but absolutely gorgeous. That being said, what signs will Spirit give you about him? Spirit's going to give you subtle signs leading up to the encounter. You're going to see different type of repeated synchronicities. You're going to be seeing different type of numbers that are going to be repeating themselves. Different songs that you don't necessarily listen to that are coming on back that start to make different sense for you. And all these symbols are actually going to start to resonate for you. Now, when you do meet this person, from what I can see, you're meeting this person outside. I do not necessarily feel like it's a planned meeting. So it is somebody that you're either kind of bumping into or that you're talking to while you're out somewhere. And this is going to lead to a connection and into a certain beginning. But I feel like from the very first moment that you meet this person, you're going to be feeling like you're at ease. Like this is comfortable. This is almost way too comfortable that you're going to be asking yourself some questions like, why is this so comfortable? Am I crazy? What's going on? But there's going to be like that sense of calmness. There's going to be that sense of certainty into your intuition when you think about them. I feel like there will be different type of visions or dreams that will come towards you about the future that you will have with this person. So I'm definitely just going to say it is a bunch of different little things that are going to feel like serendipity a little bit, like everything is aligning into the right way at the right moment. That being said, I know you're probably wondering at the same time, is this going to be my forever person? I do not see this person being your forever person for the moment. Again, it doesn't mean that it's not going to be, because things can change, but I do see this person being into your life for a certain amount of time. So yes, as for into the specs, I'm going to say pretty much, I don't necessarily see 6'3", I'll say maybe 6'1", or maybe 6'2". I feel as though they're fairly tall. I feel like they take good shape. They take good care of themselves. They go to a gym 3 to 4 times a week. They're not an extrovert, but they're not an introvert. They're like that beautiful mix between both of them. They like to stay at home. They like to do a little bit of Netflix and chill, but they also like to go out. This person likes to go out with their friends. They like to play different type of sports, mainly is what it is. They don't drink all that much. They don't do drugs. They have a good job. And I feel like they're quite comfortable in life. So they don't have any animals. They don't have any children. So kind of free to, you know, just kind of be open and have this relationship pop on through. Now, you're probably wondering also, I'm sorry, I'm not looking to chat if you're asking any questions. I'm going to come and look. I feel like this person is popping on through. I'm going to say end of spring, beginning of summer. So end of spring, beginning of summer, somewhere around, you know, May, June, something of such. Again, this energy, we're going to have to be completely open and it will come on towards you. All right. Love messages for you. You are worthy of a love that is patient, that is kind, and that is true. Keep that beautiful heart open and I will find you. Trust into the divine timing of the universe. I will come towards you when you least expect it. And everything you have been waiting for will be yours. The energy that you put into the world will come on back towards you, and our love will match together in light and in spirit. Remember, love is a two-way street. A partner who truly values you and appreciates you will also be your strengths and your vulnerabilities. Yes, 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 yes. And that is what I've got for you, my beautiful Marquesha. Do you have, my beautiful love, any other questions, Sweetie Pie? If you have any other questions, please do ask me anything whatsoever. I shall listen to you and I shall answer you. You just let me know. Let me do that. Well, let me go over here 1 second. And voila. Alrighty. So I'm gonna go into the meanwhile, I'm gonna go and see. It is my pleasure, my beautiful Sag Moon. Bless your beautiful soul, sweetie. You and your beautiful twins, my lovely. We're going to go and see Sag Moon. We are going to put somewhat of a timestamp, and my beautiful Love Shine, you're next. Love Shine, would you like to post to me your questions, my sweetie, because you're going to be on up next. Sag Moon is up right now at 29 minutes. Sag Moon, you would like to know, Are we going to forgive you and reconcile with you? Oh my God, I would love for this person to reconcile with you and forgive you. My problem is I don't necessarily see it at this moment. I want it to be happening, I do. Okay, sweetie. Will Cancer man forgive you and reconcile with you? Will Cancer man forgive you and reconcile with you? No. We still don't trust you, my love, is where the problem is. I'm still seeing a conflict. I'm still seeing a lot of unresolved issues altogether. I really want to say yes, Sach. I really, really do, my love. The devil is coming on through. I don't want to take away from the fact that there's still an attachment, that there's still love, that there's still desire. The fact that this person is staying a little bit onto the side and not necessarily forgiving and everything as such doesn't mean that they don't love you. It doesn't mean that they're not interested in you. It doesn't mean nothing of the such. It just simply means that they're into a position at this moment where they don't trust you. They don't necessarily believe you. Are they right to do so or not? You're the only one who knows, but they don't. That being said, the conflict with you, with our queen, continues. We have a lot, your person believes that there's a lot of things they don't know about. They believe that you're hiding things that you're not saying. So either some things that are unsaid, either some things that are lied upon, either some, and again, this is not me. This is your person saying this, nothing to do with me. They see that there is something that is not truthful, not okay. They feel like they're not being said the truth, but that has absolutely nothing to do with what reality is. You're the one who knows that. What I'm saying is they don't necessarily believe, so I do not see them necessarily reconciling with you. There's too many doubts, there's too many questions that are over here, and we honestly don't really know what to do with them. So I'm going to say, my sweetie, it's a struggling relationship. Is it going to be a complete closure at this moment? No. Is it going to continue to be complicated? Yes. Could there be a chance for maybe some type of communication or some type of reconciliation? I will not speak about reconciliation, but I will speak about communication within the following 2-3 weeks. Within the following 2-3 weeks, there could be a possibility of an opening to say, let's kind of talk about things. Let's try to figure out things. Let's just kind of lay everything onto the table. And let's try to see if we can, maybe not erase, but what can we fix and how can we fix it into a compromising kind of a way that will be good for both of us to start over again together. So there is a possibility for that within the following 2-3 weeks, but for the moment, I will say no for reconciliation. Again, not because we don't love you, not because we don't want to be with you, but simply because we don't trust you at this moment, my love. I'm sorry, sweetie. I will give you some messages. I will give you some messages, my love. Love Shine, you're on up next, my love, and then we're gonna go on see Mimi. So Love Shine and Mimi are gonna be following on up next. Oh, there you go. Yes, he tells you that he still loves you, but it's hard to forgive, right? And yes, he keeps calling you a liar when you haven't lied to him. And it's like you can't change his mind. You can't, my beautiful Sand Moon. You can't change somebody's mind, right? Thank you, Sean, sweetie. You can't change somebody's mind. If their mind is set, it is set. But you can try to prove to them. Sometimes by having proof, it changes things. Sometimes you can't have the proof. Sometimes there's nothing you can do. But sometimes where there's nothing that you can do and you don't necessarily have a proof, then sometimes the best way to say is, what would you like? Put it the other way around. Not what can I do for you, right? Not what, but what does he want you to do? Ask him, how can I make this better for you? How can I prove this to you? How can I mend this for you? How can we start over that will be accepting for you step by step? And if there's anything at any point in time you think that is wrong or off, or you think I'm doing something, you know, then you can walk away. You can do whatever. But give me that chance. I'm going to try to prove to you that this is what it is, and this is what I want, and that I do love you, and that I do want you to trust me, and I'll do everything I possibly can. Put it the other way around, all right? Don't try to prove yourself. Let him ask you what you need to do to come back into his life. And he keeps saying he doesn't know. He doesn't know what you can do. All right. Then if he doesn't know, is there a possibility that maybe we can start at point zero? Can we start at zero? Can we just start maybe dating again a little bit at first? Can we see where this will go? A couple dates. Let's just act like it's the beginning of the relationship and not the middle or not the end. Let's go back to times that it was good, that it was strong, that it was great. And let's see what we can do. If you go back to a time when all was good and you follow that pattern, you should be able to gain that trust again. You should be able to gain what has been lost. But if you don't try, you'll never know. But you can't push them to do so, my love. Sometimes all one really needs, sweetie, is time. Sometimes that fixes everything. Thank you for posting, my beautiful love shine. I'm getting over here into my messages. I'm sorry. He's receiving advice by his friends to say not to go back with you. But he does care for you and he does love you. I need a little bit of space for the moment. Sometimes I wonder if you care about me. Now, these are very important messages, sweetie. So whenever you do talk with him, okay, you do need to look at that. Let's take it one step at a time. Let's not rush things. Let's do like we're starting to date again. Let's, you know, let me, you know, you be nice and sweet towards me. I'll be nice and sweet towards you. Let me conquer your heart again, right? Don't listen to your friends. Your friends are not into the relationship. Your family's not into the relationship. You are, and I'll do the same. I'll show to you that I care for you and I truly do love you, and I'll do the very best that I can for you. I'm sorry. Let's show a little bit of I'm sorry for, maybe I haven't done anything, but I'm sorry for the way that you're feeling. I'm sorry that, you know, this made you feel this way, or that we're into this situation because it's not really what I want. And let him know how much you truly do love him. These messages are strong and they're poignant and they're saying a lot of things. So, you know, I need a little bit of time for me. Sag Moon, it's all about the perspective. It's all about the movement. Go back to a place where things were good, things were peaceful, and take it one step at a time. Don't try to go back to the same place that you were at. You're not able to do so. But if you go back to let's go for a date, let's see how that goes. Let's go out for dinner. Let's conquer our hearts again. Conquer that love again. And let's see what we can do about it. Take it one step at a time and see where that brings you. All right? Because he does love you and he does care for you. He doesn't want to let you go. He's just absolutely terrified. And I understand his question of he doesn't know. He loves you, but he doesn't know what you can do to make things better. So let's try something and let's see where it's going to bring us. If we don't try, we'll never know. And to live a life with regret, what is that worth? Nothing. Let's give it a try. Let me know how that goes and how you kind of move along with that. Okay, sweetie? I'm sending you much love, my sweetie. Stay strong. You've been learning more Spanish, you say. Yeah, good for you, sweetie pie. Love shine, love shine. Let's go see. My pleasure, Sag Moon. Sending you much love. Let me know how it goes. And if you need to reach out to talk, send me an email. I'll talk back to you, okay? It's a two-way road. Love shine. Oh, love shine needs a timestamp. Hold on. I got you, sweetie. So, love shine. You are going, oopsie. I actually wanted to put a timestamp, but I just got carried away and pressed the button. So 39 minutes is what it's going to be. Mark with Amy set up until sleep. Mark and B. What is that? What is that up to? After seeing you. Okay, I got you. Mark and B's thoughts after her seeing us. And M thoughts and feelings for Amy. Okay, well, you're playing games onto me now. You're switching things up there, I can see. All right, well, hey, I'm all for switching things up. Let's go see what we've got. Up next, I'm keeping the list. The list is going to be Mimi. Mimi is on up next, all right? Alrighty, and I'm going to go and open up Mimi's into me in a while. So, love, shine. Love, shine. Let's go back into the live. And here we go. So, I'm with Amy, sun up until sleep. I love your little gesture, by the way, today, Watson. I do. My kids didn't even want to eat their lunch today at dinner time. I had done so many things to them before they went to school, and when they arrived home from school at lunchtime, they didn't trust what I put into their lunch. I kid you not, they preferred to go starving. They did end up eating because I promised on all their heads that I did nothing to it. But they're into a very non-trustworthy pattern today. Yes. Now, usually on April Fools, I do a bunch of horrible things to my dad, but I guess this year I can't do that to him. So I got back even more upon my kids. So here we go. What do we have for you, sweetie? Okay, getting over here to Death card coming on through. Ah, la, 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 la. But the Death card is about the new beginnings into this occasion, so it's all good, sweetie. Yeah, I'm actually seeing over here, why do I feel like we're thinking like there could be some gossip? Probably because B was somewhere around, right? What is that? Mark and you also went to go cookies at bakery for his daughter's birthday? Oh, you went to purchase some cookies at a bakery for his daughter's birthday. Oh, well, that is a good idea. Oh, that is a very good idea. I like that idea. Yeah, I thought for a moment you were going to say for like a bake-off, and I was going to say it's kind of cheating. I've got no problem with cheating, but hey, why not? Yeah. It is a very good idea, my love. It is. Absolutely. How are you? I was just thinking about you, Julie. I'm like, where's Julie? Where is she? Is she okay? She didn't even come in to say hello. I was just about to go and send you a message to say, are you all right? Not even a hello. I was feeling sad here, Julie. I was worried. I was worried and sad. I think it's your April Fool's on to us. All right, so sweetie, a great idea about the cookies. It is. Did you? I didn't see it, Julie. I did not see it, my love. I did not. Did you? Oh, I didn't see it, my love. It's my fault. I'm sorry. Entirely my fault. Didn't see it. Did you? I saw nothing of that. It's like I was completely blank into my mind. I would have looked crazy sending you a message saying, are you okay? Where are you? All right, so sweetie, love shine. Good for you for the idea of the bakery altogether. That being said, I know that he spent time with you today, but he still misses you. It's a crazy thing to spend time with somebody and still miss them. Now that's true love. I'm going to say today, actually, why do I feel, my love, into all these cards? Why do I feel like even though you had the most beautiful day and you had a really, really great day with him, I just feel like he wanted more of you. He wanted more time. He wanted to be more greedy. But I also feel like he was afraid, and this is, I'm going to see it later on when I go and look at your following question when you asked about Brenda, but I don't know, I feel like he's a little bit afraid about people kind of gossiping in some kind of way because I'm seeing scandal and gossip. But basically saying, I'm going to say he was fulfilled, he was happy, he had a really, really good day with you, but I feel like he wanted more. I feel like he wanted more. I feel like it was not enough. I know you did. I know you had a wonderful day. It was fantastic, honestly. You went from the facial, you got a massage, You spent time together, you had lunch, you went to the bakery, like you had the most wonderful day all together. Honestly, it was a beautiful day. I like it. I just feel like he wanted more. You see, you wanted more too. All right, so okay, I'm not crazy to see that you wanted more. He wanted more too. What was actually going on with that? I know, it was a beautiful day. You just want like more of those days. You want to do a copy and a paste because there's that complicity where you're together and you're taking different decisions together and your ideas are good and he's actually utilizing them and you're doing things, but at the same time for his daughter, so you're kind of feeling like you're a part of that family. You're feeling like you're joint into that, like everything is good. I don't see one bad thing. Even the bee, Brenda, saying goodbye to you, I kind of feel like you want to just kind of laugh and giggle as she's saying goodbye. I kind of feel like you want to make your middle finger go on up, though, to her. I know. It makes you feel like you're part of him. You're part of his family. You're part of his wants and his desires. And you're moving on forward. And you're taking decisions together. And that is beautiful. And that is perfect, right? That's what we want. So, yeah, well, as for B, okay, let me put it this way. As for Mark towards B, and when you guys were kind of going off, I'm going to say two different things. I don't necessarily feel, I kind of feel like Mark was thinking that she was kind of being a little bit annoying or a little bit of a tease in some way. And I feel like Brenda on the other side was kind of trying to a little bit kind of giggle, but a little kind of make you uneasy within the whole situation. It's like she's enjoying kind of making sure that she is there saying, I see you, I know what you're doing, or I know where you're going. You know, it's like she wants to have that power over you. And I don't like that. Yeah, she was just waving, right? Yeah, she was just waving. But she was not just waving. She was waving into a way that she wanted to be noticed. And she really wanted to just say, I'm watching you guys. And remember the power I have over you. Remember what I can see and what knowledge I have. That's basically what it was. No, I know you were not at all. Oh, I know. Thank you so very much. I see you're doing very good upon your Spanish, my dear Sean. You are. Yes, my niños, Nino and Nina, yeah, my niños are actually doing quite good, my love. Thank you so very much for asking. Yeah. Let's go see how he is feeling about the day today all together. We're gonna go and see that. Alrighty. Let me get a little bit higher on up. Mark, thoughts and feelings for Amy. Feelings and thoughts for Amy. Loving you, protecting you, feeling like we're trying to be as fair as we possibly can, trying to communicate our love towards you as much as we possibly can, having a beautiful day with you all together, being relaxed, just kind of pressing that reset button where he was at peace, you were at peace, it was quiet, it was lovely, you guys were grouped together. It was like a beautiful little bit of a healing kind of a session into a way where you just made you and him together, made the fear, made the anxiety, made the stress just kind of go away. So I'm going to say it was about love and it was about being comfortable. It's about being one together and a little bit getting what you guys perhaps did not have into the last few weeks. Yes, you spend time together. Yes, you know, you said things and yes, but it's been complicated. Today was beautiful. It was peaceful. It was back to a more neutral, loving kind of a place that he's not always into. So I'm going to say today was a really, really good day. Let me go and see some tarot coming from him, sweetie. Oh, I kind of feel like I want to go with this one. Tarot coming from him. Oh no, telephone problems, sweetie. Hi, Elena Woods. How are you doing, my love? Go fix your telephone problems, sweetie, as much as you possibly can. Loving messages. Here we go. I'm going to go and see Mimi after. So Mimi is up next, okay? And I will leave a timestamp for Mimi. All right. He is trying to stay away from repetitive patterns, sweetie. He does not like the repetitive patterns of fight and conflicts and everything of the such. He is into a place where he is looking at himself. He is trying to gain more clarity. He wants you to know that what he truly wants is he doesn't want you guys to go back and look at what happened with text messages or who said what and what happened about God knows what. We don't want to get into that. We want to start over. We want to have this day, like today, be a beautiful day for every other single meeting. And more days you guys have like that, the more frequent they will be. The more you will have it, the more you will feel loved, the more you will feel together, and the more you will feel like you are actually part of his decisions and things that he is doing. So he wants you to know that he believes that your love is into moving on forward. It is into a beautiful progress. Yes, there are some changes, but he definitely wants to let go of anything that was not good or negative of the past few, I'm going to say 2 months. And let's just focus onto our love because he truly does love you. Yes, I know. And that's okay, sweetie. That's okay. I've got you, my beautiful Julie. Well, Julie, actually stick around. I'll come and answer you before Mimi because Mimi's not here. So stay there, Julie. Stay there. Hi, Carrie. Nice to see you, my love. I'm going to say, my beautiful love, Sean, that's okay too. Was before you went out of town, right? That's okay. It's okay if he thinks that everything is okay. We know how he feels, and we know that he does talk to Brenda, and we know how Brenda is. That's okay. Let's just leave it be. But you need to be quite wary of Brenda. Don't tell her any information that she doesn't need to know. Elaine, what's happening with your life, sweetie? Why are you wondering about your life? Why are you thinking about your life? What's happening? I say why. We all think about our life, but what's happening today, sweetie? Into the meanwhile, here we go for MZ. So here we go for Julie, and Mimi is next. Julie does not need a timestamp. Yeah, you haven't heard from her last night. Last night was not all that far off. All right. I don't know, sometimes Facebook doesn't synchronize. Oh, okay. Here we go. All right. Oh, that's what you're talking about, Elaine. And you feel like you should have done more. Your 30s were a disaster. And you want to do something different this year. Well, there it is, my love. Julie, I'm coming to see you, sweetie. But then what do you need to do, Elaine? What is not going well? Is it the people that are hanging around you? Is it your friends? Is it your family? Is it that you're sticking in the same type of jobs? Look at all those things. You can't change all of them, but you can definitely start to change one of them. That is Hansen. That is Raphael laughing. I know, I kid you not, right? And like he's far away, like a few rooms away. Yeah, I know. He's got quite the laugh. Yeah, honestly. I swear Raphael is not the same kid at home than at school. At home, he is so discreet, doesn't say a word. He's like the most silent child on earth. At home, he is like the most noisiest child on earth. So yeah, Elaine, you say it's time to change, right? And you just need change. And you're supposed, what is that? You're supposed to be rich? That's what you're feeling? Okay, I got you. Love, Sean, I'm sending you so much love, sweetie. Okay, well, I'm not going to say that you're supposed to be rich. If you are, okay, all right. But I'm going to say don't go that far up. If you want changes, make changes. Go out to whatever it is you want. Take a cooking class. Go to yoga class. Take belly dance lessons. I don't know, salsa, paint lessons. Learn a new language. Pick yourself a trip. Go to a voyage somewhere. Change things into your life that you do not usually do, that you've been wanting to do, but you've been too afraid to do. Open yourself up to new possibilities. One new possibility every single day. You'll see your life will change completely. And you can modify from there. You're supposed to be on another what? Planet? Oh, yeah, that's it. Yeah, okay. Plateau or planet? Yeah, you too, right, Elaine? Yeah. I'm going to say let's manifest. Let's manifest that. Oh, my dear God. Sweet Lord. Yeah, you can roll all right. I know. Show me the money. We're all manifesting that, Elaine. Yes. All right, MZ, I'm with you. I'm with you, sweetie. Here you go. So now you see you don't feel alone anymore, Elaine. We're all into the same place. We all think we deserve to be queens somewhere, but we're queen into our own worlds. We have to create our own, you know, richness, I will say. So, will he have the therapy appointment this week? Okay. I'm so sorry. Yeah, the little dude you hear is Raphael. He is playing Roblox with Matthias. That's what happens. No sponsorship to Roblox. So, will he have his appointment this week, and how's that going to impact your relationship moving on forward? He will actually, and I feel like new ideas are going to come on out, especially with our Ace of Swords. The only problem I can see over here is that I feel like there's going to be some new ideas that are going to be coming on out, but I feel like they're going to be a little bit more difficult to actually apply. Yeah, so we might actually have to work onto that, and now that I can actually see it, I'm actually going to write something about it. So, I feel like over here there's a little bit of like an information overload that seems to be happening, so just give me a second. Yeah, I'm seeing over here some stalemate. I'm seeing overload of information. Yeah, and planning. Okay, so basically what I'm going to say over here is starting tonight, I'll actually start to implement it right away. I want him to work a little bit more into his planning. Now, we know, and we have been seeing for the longest of time, that he is going to be working onto the planning, onto doing things, onto those, making those movements forward. So we can see that into the therapy, the idea is there, and that we want to move on forward, but we're not implementing it. Maybe because of lack of time, because of everything that's going on to his life, but we still do not want him to lose that idea. We still want him to work upon it, to make it happen, to make it, you know, it alive, to make it, you know, happen the way that it is supposed to be. So we want him to still move on forward with that idea, even though he might not necessarily utilize it at 100% this week. So I will actually start to work onto that with Mike. So his actual planning. All right. I jotted it down so I will not forget it. So I'm going to say, yes, he will have an actual appointment this week. It is going to bring significant steps into his own psychology, if you will. So into his own mind, it is going to be good for him. I feel like it's going to bring him a moment of clarity. It's going to bring him some growth. I also feel like it's going to help him to unpack some inner emotions that are there, heal in different kind of ways. And I feel like it's going to help him to move through his challenges. I feel like he's going to notice that he needs to become more open, that he needs to become more vulnerable, that he also needs to basically become more communicative. He needs to open up more. So it's actually a very, very powerful step into his journey. We just need him to actually apply it. I see him getting into it. I see him thinking about it. I see him talking about it. I see him needing to work onto it, but I don't necessarily see him applying it at this moment. So we really need him to apply that, to actually really be able to be planning wise, to be more open, and to really just talk more, open up more, talk more. Okay, hold on. You're right, Elaine. You're right, sweetie. I follow you. Yeah, you're right. Well, you attract different type of people towards you, my love. You need to get away from those people. But at the same time, I have to say, Elaine, if you do not necessarily follow what those people are doing, you'll be cut off of their energy, and that'll actually help you also. That's what I'm saying, Julie. That's what I'm saying, sweetie. Oh, I did not, my beautiful Carrie. I should have, but I did not, my love. I was way too busy today, Carrie, pulling pranks on my kids. From the moment I woke up at 6:45 this morning until now. Even when we go to bed, I'm putting food coloring on their toothbrush so their teeth become blue and red and pink. Yeah, and I'm almost going to put mayonnaise onto their toothbrush too, so when they brush their teeth, it'll taste really gross and it will not be toothpaste. So I didn't do it, but I should. So yes, Julie, that's exactly what I mean. It is difficult to apply because he has so many things happening into his life this week because of his new job and everything. He has the idea. Let me put it this way. He has the idea of, okay, let me make something happen, right? I want to talk more. I want to open up more. I want to reach on out more towards Julie. That's his major plan. That's his idea. But his idea gets obstructed, if you will, by work overload, being tired, losing the idea that we basically had over here to say, oh my God, this week was my week where I'm reaching out more. This week is my week where I'm talking more, where I'm making things happen, because life has become, or anyways, life this week is a little bit hectic. We have really good ideas when we're at the psychologist, when we're at the therapist, but then we end up kind of losing those little things, one little particle at a time. That's it. Yeah. It's not bad, right, Watson? It's not bad. It's not bad. I know. Thank you, my love. I put Vaseline onto the doors today. Yeah, so when they touched doorknobs, it was all greasy and yucky. I put things that looked like poop onto the toilet. Yeah, I've done a lot of bad things. A lot of bad things. Yeah. There you go. Oh, yes. I had my neighbor draw really scary spiders onto the toilet paper roll. So when they would unroll the toilet paper after a few squares, they would see this very scary spider. Yeah. I've worked onto this. Oh, my dear God. I tell you, they were afraid to eat their food today. They do. Actually, I learned today, Carrie, that if you take an empty roll of toilet paper and you really take out piece by piece of it, it becomes very thin layers. And you put that underneath water, and if you shape it correctly, it does look also like poop. Yeah, that's what I utilized today. Had never used that technique before. So I didn't do my cinnamon today, but thank you. I hope you did yours. Yeah, Raphael told me, he said, it's not fair. We have school today. We can't do tricks upon you. We should do April Fool's tomorrow too. And I said, it's too bad, too late. It's only one day a year. You can't get me back. All right, let me go to the second question over here. So, lovey-dovey thoughts today. He thinks of, yes, it is cute. Does he also know? Oh, I love that one. That is so sweet. All right, let's take that. And let's take this one out. Yes, granted, accepted, all the way on through, my beautiful love. I'm actually going to have to say a beautiful yes onto that one, sweetie, without a doubt. Let's take the last one out. I'm getting a yes. I'm getting a letter. I'm getting a beautiful lily. Love later in life, beautiful mature love, beautiful expression, beautiful confirmation, I'm going to say, and information about the love. So yes, does he actually know that you kind of light up his world as well? I will actually say yes all the way through that, my beautiful love. I feel like the love between the both of you is really quite balanced. I feel like it is going both ways. I feel like the energy shows that he is incredibly attuned to how you feel about him. And we have seen that. Oh my God, we have seen that through the meditation, through the messages, through the whisperings, through their astral voyages. He is always, I won't say always, but I'll say at least 90% of the time receiving the messages that you are sending on through, and he knows that they are coming from you. So yes, he does sense the warmth, and he does sense that love that radiates from you. Yes, it does. Honestly, he knows that it must fill your heart, and you are definitely filling up his. So I'm going to say it's a beautiful exchange of energy between the both of you. So you're both kind of shining for each other into this. So he is very, very lucky to have you into life. Oh my God, he is. But you are that source of light and joy for him. And he knows that he doesn't always necessarily say it to you. So he doesn't always communicate it or verbalize it. But he so appreciates you and just feels as though, honestly, he is always moved by your presence, by what you do, by what you say, by the way you react, and sometimes by the way that you do not react. Sometimes it is not by what you do, but it is what you do not do. There's a lot to be said within that also. Yes. Hopefully to hear from him soon. I hope he executes his plans soon. I hope he does, my love. At least we know that his therapy session will be going well. At least we know that that's going to be going well. That's going to open up things. At least we know that he is wanting, that he is feeling the love. Everything is in place. The only thing we're missing him to do is to speak out. That's it. We've got this. Yes. Let me know if there's anything else I can do for you, my love. As for me, I'm going to add on in tonight. Like I said, I want to open on up the communication. I want him to be able to talk more. All right. So I'm going to do an additional spell, an additional boost upon that tonight. Yeah. And I shall see you a little bit later, sweetie. No, just a second. Oh my God, you had what, Carrie? You had a root canal done. Oh my God. That is horrible. That is painful and crazily expensive, I have to say. Yeah. All right. Let's go see, I believe, our beautiful Mimi over here. Alrighty. Okay. Me. Let me go find you over here. No, I'm gonna go and see. Oh no, Mimi. Don't be upset at me. It is not my fault. I will not say it is your fault neither. Let's blame PayPal. Your email stops at really, and I'm pretty sure that's not the end of your conversation. So please just let it be known that I'm not snobbing you in any kind of way, but it stops at really. So no matter how hard it will be, it's affecting you, really, that's the end. Yes. You had a lot to say and PayPal didn't want to hear it. That's what happened. So I'm sorry. I will answer what I do have though. All right, here we go. Okay, and we are going to put a did we put a timestamp yet? I don't know. Good night, my beautiful Elaine. You've got this, sweetie. You do. Elaine, if you want to chitter chatter, send me an email. I'll listen to you. We can chit chat about your 30s and what you want coming on forward and how you got crazy people following you. I'd love to answer that email. Wishing you a lovely evening, Elaine. Honestly, you can send me an email though. So okay, here we go for Mimi. Mimi, you are going to be at 113. And voila. Okay, I just have to read one moment because you wrote a few things, didn't you? Well, I'm going to read. But my page is frozen. Let's do that. So far after, I'm going to go see Juanson. So why don't we declare that we're going to end in, 10:30? Yeah, why don't we do that? That could be something we could do, right? Yeah. Okay, let's do that. Yeah. So, all right. Current thoughts and feelings for you. No changes. Kind of want to ask. That's okay. Who's to say whenever something changes? Did he go out yesterday? Why are you thinking he went out yesterday? Why are you thinking he went out and did something with somebody else yesterday? That is very interesting. You would have those kind of thoughts. Let's go and see. Alrighty. So, let's go see for Mimi. Then I'm gonna go and spy on Juanson's life. Okay, hold on. All right. Voila, sweetie. Haunson, I know you're going to be very excited. I know you're going to be saying, I want to be at your place. Yes. I'm going to go and see the Minecraft movie. I am. I'm going to go and see it onto the day of my birthday, nonetheless. That's how much I love my children. Uh-huh. I don't like Minecraft. But I love my children. So I'll enjoy it. There you go. I kind of gave up onto the Snow White one. Apparently it's really not good. So if you do go and see it, let me know, Kate Watson, if it's worth to actually be watched or not. I'm kind of afraid at this moment. You're good, aren't you? Oh my dear God. I know, seriously. Like I'm actually going to watch it the day before it comes out, like the premiere. I'm going to buy tickets tomorrow. Yeah, like I'm really excited about it. My kids have been waiting for this for like the last year. Honestly, I hear really a lot of bad things about the Snow White movie. I don't think it's half as bad as what people say, but yeah, just let me know. If it's worth it, I'll go and watch it with my mama. That being said, Watson and Lilith, our episodes are going to be starting, is it onto the 24th or the 25th? Yeah, we're going to have to set ourselves like a binge night. I hope they put all the episodes out at the same time, but they don't kind of torture us. You know, like 2 or 3 or 4 of them, and then 3 months later they give us the other ones. Oh, I would hate that. Of course, I'm talking about you. That being said, my beautiful Mimi, I'm sorry, I talked way too much. Page of Cups, reverse cup, 7 of Cups also. Sweetie Pie, this is my answer for you. It's crazy. That's all I have to say. End of reading. And it's not April Fool's. I'm stopping it there. No, really, it's a crazy place to be into because it's an emotional roller coaster where you're all over the place. You have no answers. What the heck do you do, right? Honestly, I can tell you a million things, and they're all true. But if he doesn't do anything about it, what good is it, right? Anyways, I'm going to tell you what I have to tell you. And I hope that at some point in time he kind of kicks his little bonbon and does something about it, right? So let's go see. What I will say is this. You're frustrated. You're kind of feeling like you just, you know, you want to tap into the energy. You want something to be happening. You want to gain clarity. You want to know his thoughts. You want to know his feelings. You want to know his next steps. Hell, we all want to know that. His current feelings and thoughts for you is still a little bit into the hermit kind of a zone. He's into a place where all he's thinking about is himself. Him. Me, myself, and I. That's it. Is there not a Jim Carrey movie or something like that? Me, myself, and I? I don't know. Point being, it reflects it perfectly. He's thinking about himself and nobody else. It's not that he doesn't care for you, but he's seeking his own answers. He's seeking his own solitude. He's understanding his own feelings. He's seeing his lack of direction. And I did say lack of direction because he doesn't have a direction at this moment. So there's feelings of being disconnected. He's not expressing his emotions at the moment, but he is into that inner reflection. So what do? Is he meeting up with other ladies? And not at the moment. He's speaking to other ladies, but not meeting on up. Is he spending times with others? No, he is not. But is he speaking with them? Is he talking with them? Like if at some point in time he will? Yes, he does. Is he exploring? He is into a certain way, but he's not following on through. It's like you. He has wants, he has desires, but he does nothing with them. He likes to have those wants and those desires because it gives him a feeling of, I'm strong, I'm powerful, I can decide what I want, I can move on forward as I want. And look at that. I have all those ladies that would simply love to be with me. The power he gains from that. But is he actually meeting up with other ladies? No. Is he exploring? Yes. But nothing more than exploring. He's chit-chatting, nothing much more. He's not wanting anything to come out of it because he's not wanting anything from it. So his next steps or his next plan to move forward when he's ready. Whenever he feels like he is ready, whenever he feels like he is ready to make some type of move or he's feeling more determined, then he will reach on out towards you, but into the same way he always does. Nothing different. It could be a, hey, how are you doing? Or what are you up to? It could be a question. Anything to reel you back in. He knows you, you know him. He knows exactly how to get you to come back in. And when he does, you will probably reach back out. And you will probably fall back into the same place. And that's okay. It's okay to fall back into the same pattern if that is the pattern that you must be into at this moment. As long as you're okay as being into that pattern, and I know that you're not okay, but as long as you are better there than elsewhere, then stay where you're at. If at some point in time it is no longer good for you, you'll walk away. But for the moment, this connection or semi-connection, what you guys have, sometimes on, sometimes off, is still feeding something good within your soul. It is making you feel more alive. It is giving you hope. Yes, it is giving you torture and pain and sadness, but it is also giving you that adrenaline of hope, of want, a desire of what's going to be happening on up next. And that's why you stick around. Because you do not know what's going to happen to the future. And because he keeps you hanging onto the end of that fishhook saying, oh, maybe at some point I will. Will he ever really? Only time will tell. For the moment, I don't see him doing so. I still see you within the following year, maybe even 2 years, going into the same cycle. And again, that is yours. You decide what you want to do with it. The reality that you are living into, my beautiful love, is the one that you choose to be into. If that reality is no longer good for you, then you will change and you will modify it. Different ways. You'll speak to him, you'll communicate. Maybe you'll block him, maybe you'll walk away. Maybe next time he writes, you won't write back right away. Maybe you'll wait a week or 2 weeks. There are different ways of handling the situation. But you are the one who is determining how things are going at this moment. You have the power to stop it, to continue it, or to modify it. He has the same power. But since it is your life, you can do whatever is best for you. I'm saying nothing is going to change for the moment. So what should you do? I can't tell you what to do. I can only say do whatever is best for you. Spirit is telling me this is a cycle that is almost never ending. It goes around and around and around, but there's no happy ending. It continues and it continues and it continues. I'm not saying there's a bad ending. I feel like there is no ending. I feel like this simply continues until you no longer want it. He will never stop the connection. You are the one who's going to stop it at some point in time. So what should you do? Listen to your heart. If your heart says to continue, continue. Give it your all, or give it a little bit. Give it a little bit more, depending on the days. Follow what your heart and what your soul says. This relationship, theoretically speaking, is toxic. It is not good. It is not giving you anything positive to make you happy, to make you fulfilled, to make you believe into a future. But sometimes we hold on to toxic because we hope it will change. Sometimes we hold on to it because it's good for us. There's different reasons for it. There is no judgment. There is no yes. There is no no. It is, what do you think is best for you, and how do you want to move on forward? If you clearly want to know what Spirit has to say, Spirit is saying this is not good. This has been going on a long time, and it is entirely up to you to decide if you want to continue or not, but there's no changes in sight. You must decide what is best for you, though. That being said, I will give you some love messages coming from him. All right. And then I think I'm actually going to go and see Juanson. I think so, right? The donations, I'm going to say, are closed at this moment in time. So, yeah, that's my story. No. Okay, so. Okay, so Sweetie Pie. Let's go and see messages. Every time I think about you, my heart beats a little bit faster. I never believed in love at first sight until I met you. You bring a kind of magic into my life that I never thought knew existed. I could search the world for 1,000 years and never find someone as perfect as you are for me. Just hearing your voice makes everything feel right. You have a way of making everything simply feel better. You thought Lisa had stepped away from the screen, but all this time you had it on pause. Oh my God, what did you do? I know. Oh, that is so funny. But we are closed, Lilith. Oh, that is so funny. I do love that. I do. You're hilarious. Okay, so that being said, that's what I'm going to say towards that. You're quite funny, sweetie. Oh God. Yeah, I swallowed weirdly without even drinking. No, you didn't miss anything. Okay, let me just go make sure. I think we're going over to Juanson. All right. Honestly, it's sad. You could have kept me on pause. Nothing would have changed. Okay, so Juanson, you're on up next. Here we go. And then I'm going to go and make my kids' teeth change colors. Hopefully it won't stain too much. Here we go. So you haven't pranked anyone? Oh my God, because I woke up this morning, guys. I kid you not. I woke up this morning. I pick up my phone, and within my messages, I have a message from Bruno. Yeah. And usually, honestly, he will write like one morning out of two, and he'll say like, good morning, something as such. But today was like very long. It was a long thing. And I'm like, what the heck? I had to put my glasses on. So I pick up my glasses. I put my glasses. I look at my phone to try to read what the heck he's talking about because the writing is too small. And he's talking to me about the fact that he had some meat last night, some type of pork. I don't know. He's describing his dinner from last night and how he put it onto the compost back outside. Onto his patio set near the pool. And that this morning when he woke up, because he wakes up really early, and he was making his coffee, he was hearing like bing, bang, boom, ba-dang, ba-doom, whatever the heck. And he's like, oh my God, what the heck is that? And when he went to look outside where the noise was coming from, he saw a bear. He saw a bear with its little baby. And I'm like, what the F? What the hell? I would have been scared out of my brain. That being said, living in Canada, it happens. And he lives into a woodsy area. So I thought, makes sense. And then as I continue to read, and then I'm like, oh my God, I sent out to him. And he says, yes. And I said, what happened? What did you do? And he said, well, I was trying to call the protective, you know, the social protective things for the animals so they could come and secure the bear and the baby. And then he said, I was trying to go get my son so my son could come and take a picture to see what the heck was going on, to keep this in a memory. But he said then he saw his son outside with a pot of honey. And I thought, what the F? Yeah, then I knew it was an April Fool's. I was being kidded. That's it. That's what happened. Yeah, there was no bear. There was no nothing. There was no two little damn bears. When he said his son was outside with the honey trying to give it to the baby bear, I thought, that's it. Yeah, and I thought, what? Is there a Goldilocks trying to go and try your beds out too? Seriously. Yeah, I know, a pot of honey. And it made sense because he has 3 sons. Everything made sense. And still he started laughing. And I thought, okay, you got me. You did too, right, Carrie? I did too. Honestly, I remember when I was a child at my grandparents'. My parents and my grandparents were gone to like some bingo night. And I was with my cousins and brother and sister. And they were older, so they were taking care of me and the youngest. And there was a big bear outside, like rummaging through like the garbage. And so for a Canadian, it makes sense. All right. I do need to get him back. I do. Sweet Lord. Yeah, so that's how I woke up at 6:45 this morning. He's quite funny. All right, so here we go. A pot of honey, for freak's sake. Seriously. His kids are like 17, 18. That made no sense. I know, it makes sense, right, Carrie? It makes sense. And he lives, it's woods completely behind his house. Everything made sense. All right, Juanson, here we go. So, good night, my beautiful Diane. The black bears. You say we're bad. They got a 3-year-old into their tent trailer and the campground. And they also had chased you into the shower house. Oh my God. That is horrific. I know Evil D used to tell me the first house that he had that I did not own that place with him, but the first place that he owned that where I met him, he used to walk to work into the woods behind. He had to walk like maybe 10 minutes up, and it wasn't to the woods. And he would like see every 2 or 3 days like big bears and stuff. Like it makes sense over here, the bear story. It does. But there's scary things. You don't want that. Yeah. He tried to tell me after it wasn't a complete lie. But the story did kind of happen to him before, but with a raccoon. I said, what the? A raccoon. It was still a flat out lie. A raccoon. God. Here we go. Ace of Wands. Followed by Ace of Pentacles. I swear that Bruno has almost everything I need. Almost. I'm just missing the butterflies of Alex. He's got everything else. So, following on through, let's continue. Sweetie Pie, what do we have? Yes, you didn't prank. No, but you've been catching up on some series. A windy day, a relaxing day, an abuelita. Abuelita is good when it's cold. I'm sure it's not cold at your home, sweetie. No, I know. All right, Thursday you're having off. I'm telling you right away. Thursday you're off. You're going to miss your Sweetie Pie to Thursday because she's going to be working and she's going to be off onto Friday. That's my first thing I have to say. Yeah. Other than that, let's go and see. No, hot chocolate is not still hot chocolate. No, I disagree. Wait. I disagree, but I agree, actually, now that I think of it. When I'm in Italy, hot chocolate is good all year round. Over here, probably because the hot chocolate is not as good. I think hot chocolate is just for wintertime. And even in wintertime, I don't drink it. I prefer coffee than a hot chocolate. I know, right? Sinful. What is that? The cougar. You had a cougar? It was at a campground into the mountains? Yeah, I see, Watson. Okay, I see. I'm wrong. You're right. I get it. With a cinnamon stick? There is already cinnamon into an arbolita, is there not? It's already kind of not spicy. It's not spicy. It's flavorful. And cayenne pepper? Okay, I got it. I want to go with an Italian, very rich, dark chocolate, along with butter cookies, hot chocolate. I don't know. I think I'm less spicy. It does, though. It does. I know, right? At a campground called 2 O'Clock Creek. Oh, my God. Even 2 O'Clock Creek. Sounds kind of like a scary horror movie. Oh, my God. It stayed there for over an hour. That is scary. All right, hold on. I get it, Lilith. Wait, I'm gonna pin this. I'm not doing my job. Here we go. It's pinned. We're pinned. We're good. Okay, so work this week. No, you got a full day. It's Thursday. You're gonna miss your sweetie pie because she's gonna be working. How is your beautiful Elizabeth? And she's not gonna work on Fridays, so you got to see her. You know, Tuesday. What are we today? We are Tuesday. You have to see her tomorrow. There you go. You have to see her tomorrow. It doesn't give you it doesn't give you a lot of time to see her or talk to her to open up any type of conversation. But this is it. You got to stop taking days off. You have to work onto the days where, you know, yes, that's it. You need to have more time with her, my love. As for work, I'm going to say it is what it is. You're off on Thursday. She's off on Friday. You're going to have a full day off. So if you want to relax your beautiful soul, or if you want to work onto that beautiful tarot deck and, you know, yeah, whatever, or a lovely cover, a lovely song, let's go, you know, grow up that channel and get some more views. All good too. We're all for it. Elizabeth altogether, I feel like she's into a place where she's very loving, she's very nurturing, she's very sweet. She's got that very deep and emotional connection towards you. She is thinking about you. She is thinking, her thoughts are centered around care and warmth and affection. I feel like she's feeling very positive, very tender into her love towards you. And I feel like she wants to be able to give you. I feel like she wants to be able to receive that love and abundance coming from you at the same time. So she really wants to be able to see this relationship moving on forward. Into her messages for you, honestly, she wants to try to open on up more her love. She wants to receive love from you, but she wants to be able to give you some love. She wants to be able to have some type of an exchange of emotions or feelings. She wants to be able to express her love, her affection to you. She also wants to hear your affection and your love. It goes both ways. I feel like she's been feeling very much open to new beginnings into your connection, wanting to deepen the bond. I know that she hasn't voiced it yet, but I know that her heart is full. It is full of it. And she wants to share that emotional connection with you. She wants to share that fresh love, that renewal. It's like that good time. It's that time where both of you are going to be able to speak heart to heart. That's what she's wanting. That's her messages for you. Let's speak heart to heart, because her thoughts about you today are ones that are full of love, of feelings, of partnership, wanting the strong connection, thinking about you, wanting the affection, thinking about the harmony, wanting the relationship, thinking about the potential of it. She is wanting and contemplating every single thing of this relationship, and she is wondering where things are going to grow. As for you this week at work, same old. Nothing is happening. You might have some red vests. You might have some red vests on Wednesday. Other than that, you're good. Let's get into your love reading. I know, right? If only. Oh no, that is horrible, Carrie. What the heck? Oh God, I'm going to take that away. That's gross. Oh, poor thing. All right. So, sweetie, basically what she wants from you, a deep emotional connection. She wants to have the connection with you. She wants to have a meaningful growth. She wants to be able to make decisions with you that will bring you guys closer together. I feel like there's a lot of choices that need to be made from your side and from her side. I feel like more clarity is necessary. I feel like you both want to be into this relationship. I feel like you both have beautiful signs of love, and you both have beautiful potential for the emotional bonding of this relationship and the choices that you guys could make that will actually strengthen the connection. But those are all things that are going to be coming within time. Into your angel message. The angels want you to know that this is all about comfort. The angels are surrounding you with love and support and comfort. They want you to know that you don't have to face anything alone. And if you're feeling anxious or uncertain about anything, your angels are reminding you that the divine presence is with you, offering healing and emotional peace. You need to trust that things are unfolding in divine timing and that you are onto the right path. An oracle message for you, sweetie. Serenity. This is about finding peace within yourself and trusting the flow of life. It's encouraging you to take a step back and to breathe deeply. Sometimes the best things in life that you can do is allow to unfold without overthinking. This is a message of relaxation, of calm, reminding you that serenity will come when you trust the process and you let go of any stress or worry about the outcome. Let's go towards the book. Are you at your 5-year anniversary, Juanson? Congratulations, sweetie. 5 years. That's a long time. 7 of Cups reverse. The answer is yes if you are positive about it. And into your loving messages. Every moment with you feels like a dream come true. The love I feel for you grows stronger every day. You've turned my ordinary world into something extraordinary. I find peace in your embrace, joy in your smile, and comfort into your presence. You are my everything. In your eyes, I see the future we can build together, and it fills me with hope and excitement. And you're supposed to get your bounce like a real bounce, not a muffin this time. A bounce? What the heck is a bounce? That is a long time. Hey, Julie. That is a long time, 5 years. Yeah, I think that's what it is. It's a bonus, not a bounce. Yeah, all right, I got you. Good for you, sweetie, because who the heck wants a muffin, right? I know. You've got this, Swanson. You are there. You are always present. You do everything you can do. Good for you, sweetie. Good for you, Swanson. You earn it. I hope that he's going to give you something good. Honestly. No, don't worry about the typo, my love. I hope he gives you a really, really good bonus, because good people, good, beautiful souls are hard to find, my love, and you're a treasure. So I hope Spacehead actually realizes it, sweetie. You say you just lit up your workings and you come to say hi. You're a sweetie pie. I'm actually going to go and light up my workings. So we're going to end up this live. I'm going to go and do the workings that I must do. I'm going to go and send those beautiful energies, beautiful vibes, and beautiful love out so that tomorrow is an even better day than today. And we shall see each other tomorrow, sweetie pies. So have a lovely evening. Sweet dreams, my loves. And stay strong, stay positive. And again, congratulations, Swanson, on 5 years. That's a long time. See you tomorrow.